Ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
46. There we go. 41's the whip.
Second down, Prescott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
It's coming now. 47. 26.
Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Freeman. Oh, bowls right over him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Luck on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Luck now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A first down throw for Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott off play action. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. 26. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep playing it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Prescott. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
26. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Forced out to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, it's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Third and long, it's Locke. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And some room to roam now. The 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's a give to Yeldon. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
47. Here we go. 188. Here you go. 26.
Now Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he takes it in for a Colts score. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Love. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Get out. 47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
26.
Prescott on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Sutton. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
26.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Bailey able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Locke. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. Locke is sacked.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, here's Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
46. 26. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
26.
Prescott to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Locke. And this is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
To your right. Yeah, easy.
Luck now to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And the Colts coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Let it roll, let it roll. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Luck now on second down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To your right. Collar. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 11. On. Mike is 59.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Prescott now. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Then we're going to 53.
Throwing. Prescott. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And coming out now, the Broncos. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Luck. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Freeman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And some space here. Room to run past midfield. And shutting him off now open field. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey, you got three down.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans.